We were discussing about Krishna's message to his parents through Udhava. And Udhava was trying to console Nanda Maharaj by giving assurance that Krishna will come very soon back to Brazil. So when Nanda Maharaj was remembering Krishna's pastimes, and in that way showing his supreme parental affection for Krishna, in spite of understanding Krishna's majestic opulence, still his love for Krishna was not weakened, like Vasudeva and Devaki. When Vasudeva and Devaki understood Krishna's opulence, Aishwarya, as the Supreme Lord, their parental affection was weakened. They were standing in front of Krishna with folded hands, thinking him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But whereas Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, their love for Krishna was not weakened, even if Krishna showed different pastimes which revealed his superhuman opulence in Vraja. But still Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they considered Krishna as their son. So when Nanda Maharaj was describing in front of Udhava and remembering Krishna's pastimes in Braja, and then his voice choked up and he kept silence. He stopped speaking. He became silent. So all these discussions was taking place where Mother Yashoda was also present, but she was not participating in the discussions. Mother Yashoda was lying nearby, feeling utmost separation from Krishna. And the very day Krishna left Braja, since that day, Mother Yashoda, she was feeling so much distress because of Krishna's separation that so many men and women, they came to console Mother Yashoda and induce her to take care of the house, to take care of her body and start eating food. But Mother Yashoda did not listen to anyone. She told that I only want to see my son's face, Krishna's face. I don't want to see anything, I don't want to do anything. That's why she closed her eyes. Even she did not want to see anything else in Braja. And by closing her eyes, she was always thinking the beautiful, smiling face of Krishna. And in that way she forgot everything else. Even when Udhava arrived in Braja, even Mother Yasoda did not notice this because she had closed her eyes. She did not come forward to receive Udhava, show her maternal affection for Udhava and take care of her. She was lying there and constantly tears were flowing from her eyes. And out of affection, motherly affection for Krishna, even milk was also flowing from her breast. So in that condition she was lying and hearing the discussion, what Nanda Maharaj was speaking to Udhava. So here the same thing has been described. The condition of Mother Yasoda has been described here. Yasoda varnyamanani putrasya charitani cha shrunanti asruni avasakshi sneha snuta payodhara. So Mother Yasoda was only hearing Nanda Maharaj's description about Krishna's pastimes, and by remembering Krishna's pastimes or by hearing Krishna's pastimes from Nanda Maharaj, her tears were flowing from her eyes more and more. And also the milk was also flowing from her breast more and more. So here she has been described as Payodhara. There is another meaning to Payodhara. Payodhara also means cloud. So that means Mother Yasoda became like a cloud which was only raining tears and milk. So in this way, Udhava was very much astonished to see the super excellence of Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda's love for Krishna. Tayovaritha Bhagavati Krishna Nanda Yasodaya Dayoha Viksham Ragam Paramam Nanda Maho Nandan Aho Udhavo Muda. So when Udhava saw the supreme excellent affection of Nanda and Yasoda for Krishna, Vikhya Anuragam, the attachment for Krishna, Parama, the supreme Anurag, supreme affection, Krishna, towards Krishna, then Udhava became very, very happy. Because he had seen the affection of Vasudeva and Devaki. But the affection of Vasudeva and Devaki was not supreme. Here he had only heard, Udhava only heard about the love of the Nanda and Yasoda towards Krishna, but now he saw himself in front of his own eyes the love of Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda for Krishna. And he had seen the love and affection of Vasudeva and Devaki in Mathura. But Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda's affection for Krishna is unparalleled. No one can actually excel Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda's affection for Krishna. So he became very, very happy to see this supreme love of Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda for Krishna. Then Udhava tried to speak to Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda. and wanted to pacify them. Because Udhava was thinking that Nanda and Yashoda, they are so much affectionate to Krishna, even if they knew about Krishna's superhuman pastimes, and even Nanda Maharaj described in front of Udhava that this Krishna and Balaram, they must be some exalted demigods who have appeared as in our family as my son. So, and also Garga Muni had told Nanda Maharaj that this Krishna, he is as good as Narayan. But still their love for Krishna has not weakened. So then Udhava was thinking, let me try to pacify them, console them. Since they already know Krishna as good as Narayan, so let me tell them surely that Krishna was actually Narayan. Not as good as Narayan, but he was actually Narayan. And he is the supreme source of all material creation. But when Udhava was thinking like this, he was thinking, even if I tell all these things about Krishna's supremacy as the Supreme Lord, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they may not be convinced, or their love for Krishna may not be weakened. They will still maintain that Krishna was their son. But still, there is no harm in it to describe Krishna's supremacy as the Supreme Lord in front of them. And even if they will not be convinced by this, they will still think Krishna is their son. But there is no loss, because then I will go back to Mathura, and in the assembly of Ugrasen, where Krishna, Vasudeva and other members of the Yadu dynasty would be present, I can very happily announce to the whole world the supreme excellence of Nanda and Yashoda's love for Krishna. So thinking in this way, Udhava tried to console, or he tried to first praise the love of Nanda and Yashoda for Krishna. Yuvang slagyatamam munam dehinam ihamanada. O respected Nanda Maharaj, both of you are very fortunate. Both of you means yourself and Mother Yashoda. Both of you are very, very fortunate. Why? Yuvam swagatamam nunam dehinam. In this material world, actually both of you are most fortunate. Devaki and Vasudeva, they are fortunate, having got Krishna and Balaram as their sons. Udhava was actually thinking in his mind this thing. He did not reveal this thing to Nanda Maharaj that Krishna was Vasudeva's son. But he meant this, that Vasudeva and Devaki, they were fortunate, but you two are actually most fortunate in this material world. Why they were fortunate? Then Udhava revealed, Narayane akhila guru yatkruta matir idrusi. That you have developed this parental affection for Lord Narayan. Your son Krishna was Narayan. He is Narayan. And you have developed parental affection for him. Who is Akhila Guru? Narayana Akhila Guru. Who is the spiritual master of the entire universe. So to that person, both of you have developed love, parental love and affection. This is something very astonishing and something very wonderful. That even if you knew Krishna's majesty, Krishna's opulence, still your love has not weakened in spite of learning the opulence of Krishna and Balaram. So that's why you both are very, very fortunate in this material world. No one can actually equal or excel your love for Krishna. So then, Udhava is telling, Eto hi viswasya vija yoni Ramo Mukunda Purusa Pradhanam. So now, Udhava, hearing from Nanda Maharaj, that Nanda Maharaj also believed the fact that Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now, Udhava is describing more about Krishna's opulence. And he was taking a trial. He was trying that if Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda will be consoled, that is okay. If they don't, there is no loss. I will go and announce in Mathura that their love was the Supreme. So then he said, Eto hi viswasya vija yoni. That these two personalities, Krishna and Balaram, here he uses the word Mukunda. Mukunda means who can give liberation. So Lord Mukunda or Krishna and Rama, Balaram, they are Purusa Pradhanam, they are the Supreme Personality. Actually there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram because Balaram is the first expansion of Krishna. And both of them, they are Bija Yoni. They are actually the source of creation. They are the seed and they are also the womb. They are source of everything. Even the material energy is called the womb, and Krishna is the seed-giving father. So in this way the living entities are taking birth in this material world. Aham bija pradapita. Krishna is the seed-giving father. And aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. Krishna also says that he is the source of everything, both material and spiritual. Everything is emanating from him. So that's why Udhava is telling that they are the source of creation. Aniya bhutesu vilakshanasya. And Lord Krishna, he also enters into the heart of all living entities as Paramatma. He resides in the hearts of all living entities. Bilakshanasya Gyanasya Chesat Imang Puranam. So they are the primeval Lord and they are Supreme Primeval Lord, and sitting in the hearts of all the living entities, they are actually controlling the knowledge of the living entities. Yes. Like Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridisan nivishto mata smriti jnanam apohanam. So I am sitting in everyone's heart, and from me, remembrance, forgetfulness and knowledge comes. So, by sitting in the heart of the living entities, Krishna is actually controlling. Sometimes someone may think he is very intelligent, he is very knowledgeable. But from where this knowledge is coming from? From Krishna. Krishna is controlling. Even the material scientists, they are very proud of their material knowledge. And even they don't accept God. But they don't know that their material knowledge is also coming from Krishna. Krishna is the source of their knowledge. They don't know this thing. Whether material or spiritual, Krishna is the source of all knowledge. If someone is materially motivated, Krishna gives him material knowledge. Someone is spiritually motivated, Krishna gives him spiritual knowledge. Ye yathamang prapadyante tangs tathaiva bhajamya. According to one's surrender, Krishna will reciprocate. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mangupayanti. Krishna says, I give the intelligence by which they can come to me. So if someone wants Krishna, Krishna will give us intelligence by which we can attain him. He will give us proper knowledge. So there will be nothing lacking for the devotees. Whatever knowledge is required, Divyagana Hridaya Prakasita, it will be revealed within the heart of the devotees. But if someone is not a devotee, one is pursuing for knowledge, Krishna can also give him knowledge. Material knowledge. Someone wants Brahma-gyana, Krishna can also give you Brahma-gyana. So he is controlling everything. And then Udhava says, Yasmin jana prana viyoga kale kshanang samavesya manu avisuddham nirritya karma savasu yati parangatim brahmayo arka varna. So Udhava says that anyone, even if someone's intelligence is impure, not pure, but at the time of death, if someone prana viyoga kale kshanang samavesya, even for a moment, if he remembers Krishna or engages one's mind in Krishna, thinking about Krishna, even for a moment at the time of death, even if his intelligence is not pure, doesn't matter. If he does just for a moment at the time of death, thinks about Krishna, then what happens? Nirritya karma asuyati. Immediately his karma bandhana or the resultant actions of his fruitive activities are eradicated. He is being freed from all fruitive reactions. And then what happens? Parangati brahmamayo arkavarna. He attains the supreme destination. That is the abode of the Lord. Abode of Krishna. Brahmamaya, he attains a body, spiritual body. He attains a spiritual body and his body becomes very effulgent, arkavarna. Arka means Surya, sun. So his body becomes very effulgent, like sun. He attains a spiritual body as an effulgence of the sun, and he enters into the spiritual abode. Just by thinking of Krishna at the time of death, even if his intelligence is impure. So then Udhava is telling then what to speak about you, respected Nanda Maharaj? You are constantly thinking of Krishna. If this thing happens to a person who only thinks for a moment at the time of death, he attends Krishna's planet, then what about you? You are constantly thinking of Krishna. Your mind is absorbed in Krishna. Tasmin bhavanta akhila atmaheto narayane karana marta murto bhavang vidhattam nitarang mahatmanam king avasistam ivayo sukrutam. So you too, Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj, so nitarang, constantly you both are connected with Krishna with parental affection, parental love. So, and whom you are loving? Who is the source? Akhila Atmahetu. Who is the source of the creation? Source of the material creation. And who is Akhila Atma? Who is the super soul of all living entities? Who is the super soul of the all material universes, all material creation? Narayane Karanam Marta Murto. And that same Narayan, who is the source of all creation, who is the super soul of all living entities, he has accepted Marta Murto. He has accepted a human-like body. The same Supreme Person has accepted a human-like body, and you have developed that supreme love and affection for him. Constantly both of you are remembering of him, constantly united with him. Then what more pious deeds you have to perform? There is no need to perform any more pious deeds for you. You have already crossed that stage. After performing so many pious activities, one may come to the knowledge to know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But yourself and Mother Yasoda, not only you know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have the supreme parental affection for him. You are still thinking him as your son. So that is the perfection. Or that is the supreme result, we can say. By thinking about Krishna, you have developed that type of love for him. So this is the result of thinking about Krishna, that one develops attachment to him, develops love for him. So then, Nanda Maharaj, when he heard Udhava praising both of them, he was not very happy. Nanda Maharaj said to Udhava that I had heard that you are the disciple of Brihaspati, and you have sharp intelligence, you are very intelligent. But now I think you are not very intelligent. Why? Nanda Maharaj said that you are praising us who are supposed to be condemned. Instead of condemning us, you are praising us. Why Nanda Maharaj thought that they should be condemned? Then Nanda Maharaj said, who is in these three worlds? Who can be so foolish to give up such a son like Krishna, send him to Mathura? We are so foolish. We have to be condemned for this. That we send such a wonderful son to Mathura. We send him away from us. So everyone should condemn us for this. No parents can send such a glorious son to some other place. So since we have done this, we are actually to be condemned. We are most unfortunate people in this material world. And to such unfortunate people you are praising that we have love and affection for Krishna. If we have love and affection for him, so we are not actually sending him away from us. So then Udhava said, then understanding Nanda Maharaj's mood, then he wanted to console them. He said, and dear Nanda Maharaj, you please don't worry for your son. Agamishyati adirghena. He is going to come back to Braja very soon. You don't worry. He is coming very soon. Adirghena means very soon. Kalena Brajan Achyuta. So Udhava used the word Achyuta. Means who does not fall down or who does not break his promise. So Krishna had promised that he will come back soon. So Udhava is again assuring Nanda Maharaj that Krishna is Achyuta. He will not break his promise. He will certainly come back. Adirgyan, very soon. You please don't worry. Priyam vidhasyate pitror bhagavan saptatang pati. Though Krishna is the Supreme Lord and he is the master of the sattvatas. Sattvata means devotees. He is the master of the devotees, the protector of the devotees. And here Sattvata also means the Yadavas, the Yadus. So he is also the master of the Yadus. So Udhava said that he will come back soon to Braja and fulfill the desires of his parents. Like you have affection for Krishna, you both have affection for Krishna, Krishna has also affection for you. He has not forgotten you. That's why he has sent me to console you, giving you assurance that he is coming very soon. So he will certainly come back to Braja and fulfill all of your desires. And at the same time, staying in Braja, he will also fulfill the desires of the Yadavas. So then, when Udhava said like this, then Nanda Maharaj said to Udhava, that you are always again and again giving me assurance telling me that Krishna will come back soon. But when? When Krishna will come back? In a day or 2 or 5 days or 10 days? Because you are his friend, you tell me truthfully whether Krishna is coming or not. If he is not coming, we are going to die. This is for certain. We are not going to live without Krishna. So please tell us truthfully that when Krishna is going to come. Otherwise, we are certainly going to die within a day or 2. We will not survive without Krishna. Then Udhava was thinking what to say in this situation. Krishna has not definitely said to Udhava when he is going to come back. He only told that he is going to come back very soon. And then Udhava is thinking that if from his side he will tell Nanda Maharaj that Krishna is going to come back after 4 or 5 days and Krishna does not come back, then the Brajavasis would think that Udhava was a liar. So he does not want to promise something which he cannot fulfill. But then Udhava was thinking that, okay, if I just go back to Mathura now and tell Krishna about the condition of Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj and bring Krishna with me to Braja. But then Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda will be satisfied. But then what will happen in Mathura? Because suddenly, recently, Krishna has killed Kansa and his brothers, and Kansa's wives, they were actually the daughters of Jarasandha. And Jarasandha was very, very angry on Krishna. So then Jarasandha was looking for the opportunity to attack Mathura. So Udhava was thinking that if Krishna would come back to Braja, then Jarasandha will immediately come and attack Mathura and destroy all the Yadavas. So it will be a very difficult situation if Krishna comes back to Braja. So, what can I say to Nanda Maharaj? Then, he only said to Nanda Maharaj, Hatva kansang ranga madhye pratipa sarvasatvatam Yadaha vasamagatya Krishna satyam karoti tat. Then he said that after killing Kansa, Hatva Kansa, Ranga Madhya, in the arena of, in the wrestling arena, after killing Kansa, who was Pratipam Sarva Sattvatam, who are the enemy of all the Sattvatas, all Yadavas, Yadus. Yadahava samagatya Krishna satyam karoti tat. So now Krishna has killed Kansa, the enemy of the Yadus. So surely he will come back to Braja, he will fulfill his promise. Surely he will come back. He was only assuring Nanda Maharaj. Ma khidyatang mahabhagav drakshata Krishna antike. So now Udhava said my dear Nanda Maharaj, please don't feel sorry. In the near future, you will see Krishna. Ma Khiddatam Mahabhagava, most fortunate one, Drakhyata Krishna Antika. You will see Krishna in near future. Antar Hudisa Bhutanam Aste Jyotir Ivaidhasi. So that Krishna actually is living within the hearts of all living entities. Krishna is living within the heart of all living entities as Paramatma. Just like the fire remains within the wood. So, when the wood will be rubbed with something or another wood, the fire comes out. In the same way, when someone will exhibit his devotion to Krishna, the Supreme Soul Krishna who is sitting within the heart, he will come out from the heart and he will be present in front of his devotee. His devotee can see Krishna because of his devotion. That means a devotee's devotion can bring Krishna out from the heart. So a devotee will be able to see Krishna. So then, saying this, then Udhava became very philosophical. He wanted to preach to Nanda Maharaj from philosophical point of view. Because he thought that just by giving assurance, he cannot actually satisfy Nanda Maharaj. Unless he speaks specifically when Krishna is going to come. But he cannot give any assurance, only he can repeat Krishna's words. But now, he wanted to try to pacify Nanda Maharaj by speaking philosophically that Krishna was the Supreme Lord and actually he is not attached to anyone. So, Udhava said, Nahi asyasti priya. No one is dear to Krishna because he is the Supreme Lord. So no one is dear to him. Or kaschin apriyo. Or no one is not dear to him. Or no one is his enemy. So that means Krishna is equal to everyone, to all living entities. Samaham sarvabhutesu. Name desasti na priya. No one, Krishna himself also says this thing in Bhagavad Gita. No one is his enemy or no one is his friend or dear to him. So Udhava repeated the same thing in front of Nanda Maharaj. And then Bhastya na uttama na adhoma bhapi. And no one is superior or inferior to Krishna. So in this way, samana asamo vipa, Krishna is equal to everyone. Whether that means he is indifferent to everyone. He is equal to everyone. Whether he is superior or inferior, he is dear, he is enemy or friend. So he is equal to everyone. And though he does not expect any respect from others, but he gives respect to everyone. He is very respectful to everyone. Na mata na pita tasya na bharya na sutadaya. Krishna has no father. So this is very delicate thing. Udhava said. Nanda Maharaj was identifying himself as father of Krishna, but now Udhava is hitting this point. That no one is Krishna's father, no one is his mother. Because he is the Supreme Lord and he is the father of all living entities. Pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha. Krishna says that he is the father of all living entities. That's why he has no father, no mother. No bharya, no sutadaya. He has no wife, no children. No atmiya, no relatives. He has no relatives. No paraschapi, no deho janma evacha. And he has also no material body. He has no birth and he has no work. So, even if Krishna appears, actually that is his lila. So he has no birth, or he does not appear like an ordinary human child. And though he has no work, still he performs different activities for the pleasure of his devotees. And though he has no material body, he has a spiritual body, but he appears like he has a material body, but he does not have a material body. When Krishna appeared in this material world, he appeared in spiritual body, not material body, though he was looking like a human being. That's why Krishna is said kapata manusa. He was not a manusya or human being, kapata manusa. He was actually illusory human. He was looking like a human being, but he was not a human being. And his body was not made of this bones, blood, or muscles. His body was not made of this. This was transcendental, Satchidananda. Sat Chit Ananda. So his body was transcendental, Satchidananda, not material. Then Udhava says, Na chasya karma va loke sad asad misra yonis. Krishna has no work in this material world. Or he is neither pure nor impure or mixture of that. Kridartham sopi sadhunam paritranaya kalpata. But whatever he does in this material world, he looks like acting, he does some karma, but that is kridartha, for his pastime only. And this pastime is for whom? Sadhunam paritranaya kalpata. For his devotees' deliverance. For his devotees only, Krishna appears in this material world and performs pastimes. And that also Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Paritranaya sadhanam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma sanstapanarthaya sambhavami yugati. So, the main reason of Krishna's appearance is paritranaya sadhanam. To deliver his devotees. Killing of demons is not so much importance, because Krishna can kill even by desiring. Because of his sankalpa, desire, this material manifestation takes place. So he does not have to come just to kill the demons. This is very easy for him. Sometimes we see Krishna gives a slap, the demon is killed. He does not even use any weapon to kill. Like Baradev, he slapped Hiranyaksha and he was killed. So this is his potency of the Supreme Lord. So he does not have to come to kill demons. His basic reason of coming is paritranaya sadhana, to give pleasure to his devotees. Perform pastimes with his devotees. So then Udhava said, Ivayoreva naivaya atmajo bhagavan hari. So my dear Nanda Maharaj, both of you should not think Krishna as your only son. Actually, he is the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan Hari, Sarvesang Atmajo. And he is son of everyone. Because he is Supreme Lord, he is not only your son, he is son of everyone. That means anyone who can develop this parental affection for Krishna, Krishna can also become his son. Like he also became son of Vasudeva and Devaki. He became son of Vrishni and Sutapa. So anyone who will desire to get Krishna as his son, Krishna can also accept the devotee as his father. So he is everyone's son, not only your son, only your son. And he is not only son of others, he can be the son of others, he can also be father and mother, and also the Supreme Lord. If someone will think Krishna as his father, Krishna can also reciprocate with that devotee as his father or mother or as the Supreme Lord. So Krishna has different relationships with all living entities. According to one's bhava or devotion, Krishna can reciprocate. Okay. So in this way, when Udhava was trying to pacify Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, so then Nanda Maharaj was thinking, of course, his love for Krishna did not weaken hearing Udhava's message, but he was thinking that even if Krishna is the Supreme Lord, still he is my son. But how can I will be able to bring Krishna back to Braja? So better I should send some message with Udhava to Krishna. Nanda Maharaj was deliberating on this point in his mind. He did not say anything to Udhava. He was thinking, like Udhava said, that Krishna can give a darshan if someone has a devotion for him. So now I want to see Krishna. So better I should express some devotional feelings to Krishna. So I should send this message with Udhava that, my dear Krishna, I have full devotion at your lotus feet. I am always thinking of you. Please be merciful on me and please give your darshan to me. Please come back to Braja so I can get your darshan. But when Nanda Maharaj was thinking in this way, he did not say to Udhava this thing, he was only thinking. Then his mood changed. This mood changed. And Nanda Maharaj did not give any message to Udhava. And this discussion was going on throughout night, because Udhava had arrived in the evening. And he was discussing with Nanda Maharaj throughout night. Actually, when night passed, they did not realize it. Both of them were observing, talking about Krishna. That night passed, they did not realize it. So, in the early morning, at Brahma Muhurta, then Udhava heard something wonderful. Because Krishna again put his Yogamaya potency, so Udhava could hear the sounds of churning butter, churning yogurt in the houses of the cowherd men. He could hear the sounds. Generally, in Krishna's separation, the gopis would not do this. But Krishna again, like in the previous evening, Udhava saw Braja when Krishna was present in Braja. Udhava could see or realize the same situation in Braja. That was created by Yogamaya. Krishna wanted to give that feeling to Udhava, because Udhava is coming for the first time to Braja. So he could take that feeling of Braja to Mathura back. So in the morning also the same thing happened. Krishna employed his Yogamaya potency. So Udhava could see Braja in its real form when Krishna was present. Or we can say that Krishna was present at that moment in Braja, so the atmosphere was turned into the usual Braja's atmosphere. So Udhava could hear, when the night passed, Udhava could hear the sounds of churning yogurt by the cowherd women of Braja. Evam nishasa bruvator vyatita. So in this way, while talking about Krishna, the night passed, Nandasya Krishnanutarasya Rajan. So this is Sukadeva Goswami is telling to Maharaj Parikshita. So then Gopya Samuthaya, Nirupya Deepa. So the gopis, they got up from their beds and lighted the lamps. Vastun Samavercha Dadin Manthan. Dadin Amanthan. So then after lighting the lamps, the gopis, what did they do? They worshipped their entrances. Generally in the entrance, the people keep their deities, worshipable deities. So the gopis worshipped their entrances and started churning yogurt. Tadip dipter manibhir vireju rajur vikarsa bhujak ankanas raja. So when the gopis started churning yogurt, they were pulling the rope while churning yogurt. So then their bangles, they were wearing the bangles that was making sounds. So they are wearing bangles, armlets, the ankle bells, And they are studded with different kinds of jewels. And when their ankle bells, jewels, armlets are lighted by the lamplight, then there was a reflection from the jewels. So it was looking very nice that time. Chalat Nitamba, and when they were pulling the ropes, and then their hips, their arms and breasts were trembling. And then their kundal earrings were also swinging when they were churning yogurt. So in this way, the gopis were looking very beautiful. There was a reflection on their cheeks from the kundala, from the earrings. So they are looking very beautiful. Udgayanti nama Aravinda Lochana. So they were chanting the names of Aravinda Lochana Krishna, the lotus-eyed Lord Krishna. They are chanting his names and chanting his pastimes while churning yogurt. Brajangananam Diva Asprasuddhani. And when they were chanting, that sound was heard throughout Vraja, and that sound even went to the sky. Dadhrastha nirvantha sabda misrito nirasyate yena disang amangalam. So in that way, that auspicious sound was actually making all directions auspicious. The chanting of Krishna's holy name, the chanting of Krishna's pastimes made all these 10 directions auspicious. The atmosphere became very, very auspicious. Bhagavati udite surye nandadvari brajaukasah drushta ratham satakambam kasyaya miti chabruvam. So when the sun rose in the eastern horizon, then the Brajvasis, and especially the gopis, saw one golden chariot standing in front of Nanda Maharaj's house. They had not seen Udhava's chariot in the previous night, because Udhava arrived in the evening, and when he arrived, his chariot came unnoticed. So, for the first time, the gopis saw the chariot of Udhava in front of Nanda Maharaj's house. But they did not know whose chariot was that. They only saw the golden chariot standing in front of Nanda Maharaj's house. Drushta ratham satakambam, seeing this golden chariot, kasya ayam iti cha abruva. So they talked each other. They asked one another, whose chariot is this? Who has come to Nanda Maharaj's house? So first thought come to their mind that this must be Akrura. Because Akrura had taken Krishna from Braja to Mathura. And Akrura had done great injustice to the Braja gopis. He did not take Krishna from Braja to Mathura. Actually, he took the very life of the gopis to Mathura. The life force of the gopis has gone to Mathura. Now the gopis are staying in Braja in their dead bodies. lifeless bodies. So the first thought came to their mind, Akrura agatan kimba. Whether Akrura has come back again to Braja. Kansasya artha sadhaka. This Akrura, that time he came to Braja to fulfill Kansa's desire. And he has done that, he has fulfilled Kansa's desire. Yano nita madhupurim Krishna kamalalochana. And this Akrura, he, to fulfill his master's desire, he took our Krishna, the lotus-eyed Krishna, to Madhupuri, to Mathura. He took away our Krishna from us. But now again why he has come to Braja? King sadhayisyati asmavir bhartu pritasya niskruti. But now Akrura again has come to Braja for what? Now our life has gone to Braja, life force has gone to Braja, Krishna has gone to Braja, then why Akrura has come back again? Now our body are lifeless. Lifeless bodies we have. No life. So then Akrura has come back again. Perhaps tata strinam badantinam Udhava agat krutannika. So the gopis were thinking that now again Akrura has come for what? So they are thinking perhaps Akrura has come to Braja to take our flesh from our bodies. Because there is no life, he has already taken our life force. Now only this lifeless body is lying here. And what he will do with us, with these lifeless bodies? Perhaps he has come to take the flesh of ours and put our flesh as oblations in the funeral pyre of Kansa. In the funeral rites of Kansa. Otherwise, what can be the reason of Akrura again coming back to Braja? There cannot be any other reason. He must have come to take our flesh, to satisfy his master, because his master is now gone. So he wants to put our flesh as an oblation in his master's funeral pyre. So when they were thinking like this, then they saw Udhava. After finishing his morning duties, Udhava was actually coming to see the gopis. Now, Udhava wanted to give Krishna's message to the gopis. So here we will stop. We can pay our respectful obeisances only to the gopis of Vrindavan, because we could not discuss about them in this session, and we could not discuss Krishna's message to them through Udhava, but we hope by their mercy in future sometimes we can do that, discuss this Udhava's message to the gopis. So today we can only pay our obeisances at their lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Is there any questions or comments? Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming to hear about Krishna's message. Though it was not completed, time was short. But anyway, if Krishna wants and the gopis want, they bless us, we can discuss sometimes in the future. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Tomorrow is Sunday and tomorrow will be many new people. So I was thinking to give regular Bhagavatam class tomorrow. Well, this is a very big subject matter. This will not be completed in one class.
Prior to morning class, Sunday program
Pardon?
class. Prior to morning Sunday program class.
Earlier to morning? No, that's not.
What about tomorrow evening? Morning.
I'm living there to
Maharaj, like Bhagavatam class, generally you can also do reading Bhagavatam, shloka, purport and other things and continue with this one.
Because some devotees told me that there will be many new people coming on Sundays and they cannot relate because we are all hearing and there is sequence to it. And
Evening, Maharaj. How about the evening? Tomorrow evening, Maharaj.
day after tomorrow morning I am leaving, they will let me for
What time?
Try to finish it.
early morning 6 o'clock.
No, we can start early.
5:30. 5. Are you coming or who is coming? 5:30 we are leaving early morning.
Then we can start early in the evening tomorrow.
Tomorrow early evening.
Early evening we can start, not as late as this, so we can take
How
rest.
much early? Then there will be Bhagavatam class in the noon time.
Yeah. Program will be over by 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. And again when we can start?
6:30. 6:30 to 8.
Because here is also RP and so many other things are there. Anyway, just keep for next time.
Get some nectar.
Keep all your inquisitiveness at the next time then.
Can be 1 hour in the evening? Possible.
Evening when?
7 to 8.
7 o'clock we are here. That's how we are actually getting delayed. No?
7:30 to 8:30.
The same thing, same program will be here. No, sir.
We'll try to. 7:30. Party starts at 6:45. 7:30 to
7:30, anyway we are starting actually at 7:38 or 7:45.